Namaste and welcome to class, and thank you so much for sitting with us in this paradise here and close to Cartagena. It's 1 hour where the beaches are very pure and full of life. And we're also here with Bria, who wants to do some questions that perhaps will help you to understand better your heart. So what are your questions today?
Well, I would like to know a little bit more about what happened to humans, why we're living in this state, so disconnected from our heart.
Okay, so in here we need to see two terms. One is disconnection. What is disconnection? And when we talk about disconnection, we talk the inability to be in the present moment, to be aware of what are your choices, what are you doing, how are you doing things, what is the intention behind the things that you are doing, right? Because sometimes, let's say you want to love somebody, but the intention is that, okay, if I give that little attention or care or something, then it will return to me and I will get appreciated and I will get acknowledged and I will get attention and I will get any hidden agenda that the little ego wants to fulfill. So that hidden intentions in our giving and in the lack of actually discernments of what we are receiving, the lack of boundaries of, okay, I'm receiving this frequency, but I am not receiving abuse or I'm not receiving that, and to be absolutely determined to say, no, my wishes, my frequency, what I deserve to receive is this. Therefore, I give in the same matter with no expectation or intentions or agenda. So that kind of agendas that we have in the giving and receiving breaks certain connection with the heart. It breaks we get so entangled in that and so frantic about, oh, I really need to make money, or I really need to make myself better, or I really need to be perfect in order to be loved or prove something, that then the true connection of what you know in the present moment is not available, or it's available but you kind of put it aside and don't see it as important because usually it's super simple. And also the disconnection is lack of relaxation. We have forgotten to relax, and our nervous system is always in a hyper state that we are not able to receive no more information. We say, okay, no, I don't want to connect anymore. It's just give me my cocoon and my cell phone and I just create a pseudo connection that is not really fulfilling you. So the lack of tools to help you to relax is necessary, that we acknowledge that we are lacking that. We go to sleep and our sleep is being disturbed just because of the hidden agendas. We cannot rest and we don't give the space to retreat or to be with ourselves without the computer or without the information. So one thing is ask yourself is, how do you relax? Like deeply you relax 1-2 days and then you're full of life, full of energy, and you're ready to connect to the next moment, to the next step. Mm-hmm. So it's learn to relax, in whatever way is personal, right? Because some they relax about walking in nature, some they relax reading, some they relax about doing nothing. But mostly relaxation comes with three things. One is silence. Two is inwardly, go inwardly, cut the exterior and go inwardly. And three, don't think that I am here to relax. Right? Just go, okay, now I'm here to relax, I need to relax. And then you put pressure in what is it you are doing, right? This is just, no, I will leave the door open to whatever I feel to do. If I want to eat now, I eat now. If I want to take my body to walk in the beach, I go to the beach. I don't want to go to the beach, I go. So to leave open an agenda where you are pleasing the heart, to be, to relax. And then the flow of the connection between giving, receiving, being in the present moment, listening to your own higher wisdom, it becomes much easier. Easy living is what it is. What doesn't let you relax is your mind, right? The agendas of giving and receiving, in whatever role you are. If you're a mother, then you're thinking that you need to give the kids all the time, 100%, otherwise you're guilty of not being there or not loving there. If you are a lover, the same thing, or you need to please the man or the woman, you need to be attentive. If not, then he will reject you, fear of rejection, and you invent all these kind of conversations that it disconnects you immediately, right? So what humanity have done through different generations is rising more the disconnection, right? Rising more the disconnection. And it's the disconnection between body, relations, emotions, mind, and the inspiration of your own soul. When that breaks, you are just fragmented. You don't know what you want, you don't know where you want to go, you don't know what is best for you. And then it comes the deepest illness, which is looking outside to put that responsibility. So, okay, I cannot handle myself. So maybe if I have money, I will go. Maybe if I have a different friend, maybe if I have a husband, maybe you start leeching outside, and then the giving and receiving start to break down. So we have been doing that with a purpose. It's not that we are, it's a passage of humanity to recognize that, and for the purpose to establish fraternity, where we are cooperating for one single goal, which is let all humans to become autonomous in their own inspiration, in their own life, in their own energy. So naturally, from fragmentation, the cosmos wants to integrate, and that is the challenge now, where whatever or whoever is out of that connection and is fragmented, it feels the pain much more acute in whatever body, emotionally or mentally. And the ones that are more in the path of, okay, I really need to decide to integrate myself, not to be so much in the exterior, relax myself, learn new tools, create my own kingdom, my own power and my energy, my manager of the energy, then a new humanity will come. But we have to stand still in the storms, right? In one way, and in another one, not to take the storms too personally, to play with the storms, right? To, like, we were in the ocean, and the ocean is very ferocious, and you're there and you want to swim like this and have a relaxing thing, and then it comes the ocean and Poseidon just put you here upside down. No, they roll you and so on. But inside, either you're smiling and having fun, or you are feeling that you're gonna die, right? So that because you don't have any control. So it's up to the individual to do what they choose to do with the times. It's not always will be challenges, because we are meant to grow, but they are not destroying us. You can see it as it. And yeah, the ones that don't adapt, the species will move to another place. But the ones who adapt, they will create a new world that have as a center the heart.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for sitting with us, and I will see you in our next class. Namaste.